What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we're going to be covering Batman issue 127 as well as 128 as we continue on the story with Failsafe, the creation of Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. This creation was meant to take down Batman in case he ever killed anybody, with the Penguin faking his death, framing Batman for this act. Failsafe had been activated, with Batman having no other choice, having no recollection of ever creating Failsafe. He believes that the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh is the one responsible for its creation. Now, be sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so we are picking up with issue 127. Jumping back into the past, we see a conversation between Superman and Batman. The League has just recently voted him out. This is because they found out he had a dossier on every single one of the Justice League members. Files on how to destroy them. And these files got into the hands of Ra's al Ghul. Superman letting him know that one of us could have died. Batman doing his usual thing, saying that you didn't. So if we are done here, he is going to continue on his work. Superman letting him know that he didn't come here to talk to Batman. He came here to talk to Bruce Wayne, with Superman telling him to take the mask off or he will do it for him. Bruce Wayne takes off the mask and lets him know that he made a mistake. The mistake wasn't having the files on the League, because if they ever got in the control of somebody, they would decimate the planet. His mistake was not securing those files good enough. Superman in disbelief that that is the way he looks at it, but he does ask, what is your contingency for yourself? What is the plan to take down Batman? And he lets him know that it is him. It is Superman. It is the Justice League. But Superman has to ask the question, how? How does the League take down a man who is planned for all of us? In a world where you know every single move, who stops the Batman? That's where we pick up in present day. We have Tim Drake Robin, who is meeting the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, trying to figure out why Bruce has this costume on, why his voice is different, letting Tim Drake know that Batman called on him to save everybody, that this isn't Bruce Wayne. In fact, he sees himself better than Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne had created Batman of Zur-En-Arrh with inside his own mind a backup version of Batman, stripped free of Bruce Wayne. He is the protection against psychological attacks, and Bruce Wayne thought rightfully so. Batman of Zur-En-Arrh is the one that created Failsafe. What is unfortunate is that he erased his own memory, knowing that Batman would call on him to try and take it down. Hearing Failsafe, knowing that he is here, Batman of Zur-En-Arrh and Robin make their escape, or at least they attempt to, with Failsafe hot on their tail. We see Batman and Robin, they ignite their plasma swords. Our two heroes waste no time going in on the robots. Even with their skill, their capability, and their weapons, they are no match for Failsafe. Using everything at their disposal, Robin lets him know that he's gotta get out of here, that you may be a different version of Batman, but the truth is you are still in Bruce Wayne's body, a body which has already taken a huge massive beating. And so Robin grabs him and they try to make their escape. Meanwhile, we pick up with Nightwing and they have taken one heck of a beating themselves, with Spoiler knocked unconscious. Nightwing is badly beaten up. They are trying to track where Batman may have gone, where Failsafe is currently at, with things popping off, traps happening all over Gotham City. These are deliberate distractions made to keep them away from Failsafe and focused on saving civilian lives. Nightwing recognizing that they are gonna need backup, that all of them were taken down in a matter of minutes. This is something that is far beyond their capabilities. And so Oracle calling in the backup. We pick back up with Batman of Zur-En-Arrh and Robin as Failsafe makes his way through the house, trying to find Batman. We see the Bat come descending down on top of him, even catching Failsafe off guard. Nothing that they are doing is doing any kind of damage to them. He is throwing them around like ragdolls. Every weapon that they are throwing is unsuccessful, as Batman and Failsafe are going toe to toe. This is when Bruce Wayne pops up, letting Zur know not to lose sight. Not to lose sight of who you are, of who they are. He let him out because he thought he was able to deactivate Failsafe, with Zur believing that he can stop him because he created him. Bruce Wayne has had enough. Failsafe knows all the tricks, and that Tim Drake isn't just a soldier in your army, that he is our son, with Bruce Wayne taking over, letting Robin know that he needs to get out of here, that once he has signal back, that he needs to call for help. With Robin able to make his escape, we see Batman running back in, refusing to let anybody die because of him and because of his mistakes. The house ablaze, Batman in the grasp of Failsafe. As Batman tries every trick that he can think of, he has built Failsafe way too well. There is no obvious weakness. There is no kill switch, believing that if he can get back to the Batcave, he can initiate the self-destruct sequence. Failsafe letting him know that he already knows exactly what he is thinking, and he has already deactivated the self-destruct. That all his efforts are futile, beaten, broken, and lying on the ground. He thinks of Tim Drake. He thinks of Jason, of Dick, of Damian, his legacy, his sons, his body giving out, thinking that this is a good death in this place with all these memories. As Failsafe goes to give that deadly blow, this is when Batman hears him. The flames out in an instant, his voice cutting through the air, letting Failsafe know that he is going to have to back away from his friend. Failsafe urging him to fly away. Standing in that doorway, the last son of Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman, has arrived. That is what takes us to issue 128, with Superman arriving on site, telling Failsafe he needs to back away now, trying to examine Failsafe, but he is made of lead, or at least has a lead shielding, so Superman cannot see anything. Superman worried for Batman's life, but Batman knows that Superman should be worried about his, because if Batman built this, then he built it with contingencies to take down the Man of Steel. That is where we see two kryptonite daggers pulled out of his chest, and Failsafe goes in on the Man of Steel, with Superman keeping his distance, using long-range tactics. With Failsafe being able to push Superman out of the house, he turns around and he goes back for Batman, with Superman going as fast as he can, trying to stop Failsafe before he reaches Batman. This is when Failsafe stops dead in his tracks, a kryptonite dagger coming out of his back. This impales Superman right through the chest. That is also when Oliver Queen shows up, using his arrows. This gives a temporary distraction. Martian Manhunter coming in through one of the walls, knocking Failsafe out of the building. The Justice League has arrived, and not a moment too late, with Batman and Superman both on the ground, on the verge of death, a kryptonite dagger sticking out of the stomach of Superman, with Clark trying to figure out what that thing is. Batman lets him know that it is a robot designed to take Batman out, apologizing to Clark, taking that dagger, that kryptonite knife, and pulling it out of Superman, reducing the exposure to the kryptonite. It has already made its way through his system. If he doesn't get treated in a matter of hours, Superman will die. With Batman able to patch up the wound on Superman, this will stop the bleeding at least temporarily, but both of them are too weak to even move, to even get up to their feet. Oliver Queen and Robin come running into the room, saying that they gotta get him out of here, they gotta get him to safety. The Justice League jet basically flying itself. Robin is left in charge of both of them, while Oliver Queen stays behind to fight Failsafe, with Robin behind the wheel, Bruce Wayne telling him to fly southeast 94 degrees. While the Justice League does everything they can to keep Failsafe where he is, we see him wound Martian Manhunter. He takes off to the sky, but he is not chasing after the jet. He is headed for Gotham City. That is where we pick up with Nightwing. Hearing that Failsafe is coming back into the city, the Justice League waste no time catching up with him. They go in on him, but what we see is Hawkgirl, some kind of magnetism grabbing hold of her and sucking her to the wall, something that shouldn't be capable, her wings made out of nth metal. And then this city block comes alive, machine guns opening up all over the place, rockets, missiles. This was one hell of a trap. Even Black Canary, her mouth getting closed up by some kind of device, a device that gives her just enough oxygen to breathe but not to scream. You see, Bruce Wayne owns this entire block. Failsafe had lured the leak here because this block is full of weaknesses for the Justice League. It was designed to take down the Justice League, or at the very least, slow them down. That is when Failsafe comes in on Nightwing and Oliver Queen. scene. And over the ocean, we have Batman and we have Superman. Batman getting up to his feet. Robin trying to let him know that he has internal bleeding. A concussion, fractures, he needs to stay down. He tells Robin that you need to face reality. Failsafe is coming. He is coming for Bruce Wayne. Superman is dying. The world needs Superman, telling him to change coordinates and head for the fortress. Everything that they will need for Superman will be in there. That if Batman is with them, they will all be in danger. Telling Robin, telling Tim Drake how proud of a man that he has become, to not worry because he will survive this. Jumping into the water, we see him fall down to the ocean, a device blinking on his belt. That is when Aquaman swims up and grabs him. Batman waking up, he finds himself with Aquaman and in Atlantis, letting him know that most of his damage, most of his internal bleeding, all of that has pretty much been healed up. The only problem, he has been away for 2 weeks. Asking how everybody is, what is going on with Gotham? This is when Aquaman has very unfortunate news. Gotham has fallen, with Failsafe being ahead of anybody who tries to help anything. He has created his own robotic minions. They patrol the streets, looking for enemies. Some of the Bat family is still out there fighting back, but most of them, like Oracle, they have been captured. His eyes and ears everywhere. With Batman presumed dead, Failsafe still searches every corner of the world. Soon, he will be coming for Atlantis. But for now, he knows that Batman is still alive, and he is calling out to him. The bat signal up in the sky every single night. He knows that Bruce Wayne cannot stay away from his city. And so if you ask what the plan is, what is the plan that Batman has, with Failsafe wanting him to know, wanting the world to know that Gotham belongs to Failsafe and Batman needs to come and take it. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Probably one of the better stories that is currently ongoing right now when it comes to DC Comics. This is a lot of fun. This is exactly what you want out of a Batman comic. Failsafe just destroying everybody because it is literally a creation of Batman, having no memory of creating it, Zur erasing his memory of creating it. Nobody actually knows how to destroy this thing, and it also has all the information that Batman does at his disposal. That includes every single trap, every single ploy, everything that Batman has ever created as a contingency for the Justice League. This thing is Batman on steroids. So far, it's a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. I am very excited to see this story arc really reach its climax. And for those of you wondering, this does take place before Dark Crisis. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on the entirety of Batman. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.